Hey guys, so today we're making a tier list on all the Legend of Zelda 3D dungeons. So, I will say, to start off with, I'm not going to do the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom because they're not real dungeons in my opinion, and if I do, they're all going to be down the bottom, and that won't be very interesting. But, if you want me to make up a follow-up video, including those into the same tier list, then I'll do it. But, for now, we're going to leave them out and just do all the games up to Skyward Sword. So, we'll start with Deku Tree Ocarina of Time. So, my opinion on Deku Tree simply is because it's the first dungeon ever. It's tutorial. It's great. It does that job perfectly. But other than that, it's nothing really special. So for Deku Tree, I'm gonna have to say like C tier. Right? It's not bad. It's not that good. It's just like middle of the pack. Drongo's Cavern is probably also C tier, but right above it, it kind of just does everything Deku Tree does, but it's a bit longer. It's a little bit harder. Again, it's not very interesting. And then Jabu Jabu is probably look okay. So I know some people would say D tier for Jabu Jabu's belly, but seriously, I think I honestly would put it like top of C still. Like I think it's the best one. It just has the best boss at the end with the boomerang way more interesting than throwing bombs in the mouth in the Drongo's Cavern. And I think the whole dungeon. I mean, I guess it's a little confusing, but I think it's designed a little bit more interesting, and maybe Drongo's Cavern is a more clearer design, but they're on the same tier, so I mean, whatever. But again, it's still pretty bare bones, pretty simple. You get the boomerang, which is a sick weapon. Obviously, you get bombs and slingshot in these first two, but again, it's nothing really special happens. And I remember these fondly, like nostalgia and everything. But like, I would say Jabba Jabba is probably above the Drongo's Cavern, but I mean, these are kind of interchangeable. Like maybe I guess the Dongos is more fun these days, so. I don't know, but they're on the same tier. I don't know. They're very close though. Forest Temple. Now this dungeon, bro. Uh, it goes without saying this is an S tier dungeon. Now it introduces the adult Link combat so well with the bow and arrow, and you got the Master Sword. It's pretty much the same, like as being a kid, but how you're fighting. The combat's pretty much the same, but just everything about being adult Link. You got the hook shot. The dungeon is designed so well. The way, the progression of the dungeon, the difficulty, the atmosphere, everything is so good. When in these first three, it's kind of boring. Like the atmosphere and Don Goes is definitely the best of the first three, but the atmosphere is so good. The music is so good. Everything about the Forest Temple is peak, bro. This dungeon is so good. One of my favorite in Ocarina of Time. But my favorite dungeon in Ocarina of Time is gonna shock you guys. But I would say Forest Temple has to be S tier. So good. Exactly how you do a dungeon. The boss, the Phantom Ganon boss, is so good. So S tier for Forest Temple. Fire Temple. Okay, now look, I know some people put it down here as well. I'm gonna put a B tier. I think it's better than some of these, and like these might have to go down like to tier list. But I don't know. I honestly think that Fire Temple it's just okay. Like it's good. I enjoy the Fire Temple. I just think it gets a little bit like towards the end of it, you kind of just like when you have to go get the boss key, like it's not super fun, and the enemies are kind of annoying, and the boss like that. I don't know. The boss is cool, but like the actual combat of it, where you're hitting his head with a hammer when he pops out of the hole, is not amazing. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's better than the first three. I don't dislike it as much as some people do, but it's definitely not my favorite. But moving on to the water temple. So okay, so water temple. People want me to do this. Right, and I'm sure most people say, "Oh, it's actually about here." But bro, I'm I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Now this is my favorite dungeon Ocarina of Time. Now maybe the boss moves it down a little bit, but bro, I don't know if this is like my list or is it objective. But like if it's my personal favorite, it's the top. I guess you know what? This is my list. I don't care. This is my list. So I would say Water Temple is my favorite. Now the boss isn't amazing, but it's not that bad. But dude, everything else I love so much. Now I get that it can be quite confusing to new players. So me putting it S tier and having it as my favorite is someone who's played this dungeon 1,000 times, and I've played these Zelda games so much. I love the Water Temple. I love the design. I know that's crazy to say, but I love the way you gotta raise the water level. I find that so fun, and I think playing the song every time, I don't think it's too tedious. Like the boots, I don't even care pausing it. I like pausing the game. I get a break. I just get to flick through the menu screen. It looks cool. I don't even care that much. Like it literally does not bother me. I don't know why, and I get it's not a good design that way that you have to pause every time and take time out of the game and take like like you're not as immersed as what's going on because you're pausing the game. But I personally don't mind, and I love the atmosphere. I love the music. I love each level. You change the water level, and then different things happen. Like when you're at the bottom, and there's no water, it's different to when there's water. And then you go back and find the other small keys, and then you raise the water level and go up to the platform it raises. Like that is where people get stuck because they miss that key. But I really like the design of that. So I get it's not like amazing for some of it, the design of it, but I personally love this dungeon, and I think it's maybe just not. They can be a bit confusing, and they fixed it on the 3D version. But for someone who knows this dungeon back to front, I have the best time playing it. I love the music, love everything, and bro, the Dark Link battle is so good. Like that's objectively one of the best fights in the game. Like Water Temple, bro, you get the long shot. Nah, Water Temple slaps. I get it's not for everyone, but I love it. It's my list. It's my favorite dungeon in Ocarina of Time. It's going in S tier. What a dungeon, bro. We're gonna put a lot of dungeons in S tier, dude. I love so many of these dungeons. So maybe we're gonna have to do this. Now, this is not bad. This is not bad. Like D is like, it's like just okay. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I'm gonna have to like specify these better. That's bad. That's okay. Oh, we don't need this never played list. And then this is good. That's great. Amazing. Peak. I'll do that. So, I'll do that. I like that ranking. So, Shadow Temple. Now, Shadow Temple, I think, is. I don't know. The puzzles are, like, not that good. But, like, the atmosphere is amazing. It's cool how you do the well bit. I don't know if the Under the World is, like, included in this. I don't think so. All of the Ocarina dungeons are really good. I feel, like, silly putting them all up here, but I feel like it's a step above Fire Temple. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that's better. Having Fire Temple good. Shadow Temple and great. That's better. Okay, yeah, cool. I like that a lot better. So, I think it's a great dungeon. I think the boss is awesome. The atmosphere is great. I liked all the lore around it, and everything it had to do with the war against the Sheik and the Hylians. I think that's all really, really cool. But personally, I think some of the puzzles lack a little bit, and it's not like the most fun dungeon to play. I think going like on replay value, I think, and I know when you like, it's really annoying when you like die and then you have to like run all the way back like past all the skeletons like the middle area. But I mean that's kind of just a skill issue, so I don't really fault that on the dungeon. But it's a great dungeon. The boss is awesome. Again, though, some of the puzzles are a little bit lackluster in Shadow Temple, so I'm putting it in great. Next, we have the Spirit Temple. Now, this is an amazing dungeon. Spirit Temple is awesome. The best part about Spirit Temple is that it collects everything you've done the whole game, every item you've used, and you use all those items. You get the Mirror Shield, that's awesome. You get the Gauntlets as a kid, half adult, similar to the Under the World thing in Shadow Temple. But in Spirit Temple, it really feels like the final dungeon in the game, as in not like the climax peak of the game, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's you've come so far the journey. This is the final dungeon. You're using all your pieces. Like that's what I love about Spirit Temple. But dude, the boss is this is the best dungeon boss in the game up there with Phantom Ganon. They're very very close. They're both so good. Not talking about mini bosses, right? Like the Dark Knight mini boss is fun. You do it twice. That's always really fun. Um, but man, the design is awesome. The music's great. The atmosphere and the boss, yeah, peak. I would say Spirit Temple is an amazing dungeon though, just because. Now the reason why it's not peak, I just don't think it's as good as these top two, and I want to keep kind of that clear. Like this is like the best for me, and this is like amazing. Like there's not many flaws here. I couldn't really tell you any big flaws. Maybe like I don't really know. Maybe like it's a bit long, but I don't really think that's a flaw. You can say about the Water Temple as well. So like I mean I said that about I think I said that Fire Temple like drags on a bit, but like like it's still like it's really fun throughout the whole dungeon. But for me, I prefer these two. But there's not a lot in it, so I'm putting it in amazing for now. But Ganon's Tower now, bro. I actually have to put Ganon's Tower at the top of. No, it's good. It's good. So it's not top. Okay, it's good. Now Ganon's Tower. It's a probably above five. My thing with Ganon's Tower is it's like other Sims 3 Temple. You're doing everything you collected so far, but whenever I get to the trials, I'm like, ugh, do I have to do this? Like, I'm just not interested in doing the trial. Like, I don't know what it is. I just find it. I don't know exactly what it is about Ganon's Tower that I dislike, but everything after the trials is fun. Like climbing the tower slowly, and then the final boss obviously is included in that. I have to put it great, don't I? But dude, these like everything else is like up here, like so good. But those trials, dude, bottom of great. But as I said, the final area of the game, like it's sick. Like the final boss is awesome. The stair bit at the end is great. When you're going down, it's crumbling. All that stuff is really cool. But those trials, man, every time I'm good. I'm good every time. But anyway, that's Ocarina of Time done. So this is like I'm gonna yeah, this is not I don't think it'll be a very well liked ranking. I think like Forest Temple, Spirit Temple, like they're always pretty up there, but Water Temple as the number one. Ocarina of Time dungeon is a crazy take, but I love it, so I'll back it. Okay, so moving on, we have Majora's Mask next. Water Temple's first. Now this dungeon, where am I gonna put this? Now Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game. But like the first two dungeons, like it's funny because my favorite part about the Zelda games are the dungeons, but Majora's Mask is something else. Like this is not Time equal, but it is my favorite game. But the first two dungeons, I feel like are both like kind of in this good tier with Fire Temple, you know? Like not really bad, but like dude, they're just like not amazing. Like Wood Temple again, it's like it doesn't have to be tutorial like um Deku as much, but it's still kind of simple. Like the whole like poison water, then like you clear the water. It's cool. Is I guess that's kind of cool. But I don't know. Like the mini bosses, like the turtle mini boss, is really annoying getting the thing and then shooting it at the right time. Like I just don't enjoy doing that. And I mean, I like collecting the stray fairies. That's the best part about these like early dungeons. Is the stray fairies add so much fun to the dungeon that is already good on its own. So I think that the stray fairies are like one of my favorite parts about this game. So that always adds a lot to these dungeons. But man, Wood Temple's a great. It's a great style dungeon. It's just for me, it doesn't do anything too special. Like the boss is kind of cool. I think the obviously yeah the bow that's awesome, but some of these puzzles involved like when you light all the candles and things like that. I don't know. They're not like the best puzzles, and they're all pretty simple. But it's a cool dungeon, and it's not as simple as Deku Tree. But cool vibe, cool music. So I'd say it's good. Snowhead, it's like right next to Woodfall. Like I don't know. I think maybe it's a little bit better than Woodfall. I'd probably put it above Fire Temple as well. If I have to play one, I'm probably playing Snowhead to be honest. Like you get to switch between Gore and Link. Like that's always really fun. Like timing the jumps. Obviously, if you miss time the jump and you fall down to the bottom, that is extremely annoying. But I think it is a little bit confusing. But I think that it kind of adds to the dungeon a little bit, where you really got to think about the levels and how you can bring the riser up in the middle. I think that's a really cool how you're slowly bringing the riser up, similar to bringing the water level up. You're bringing the riser level up, except you just keep bringing the riser. Once you brought it up, then you don't really have to do much backtracking like Water Temple, which a lot of people I think would prefer Snowhead over Waterfall. But again, I don't think it really does anything that's too special. The puzzle's a little bit better than Woodfall, but it's not amazing. It kind of like the visuals are cool. Like I don't know, you kind of get over the snow tower visuals after a bit. But I do think it's a really good dungeon. The music is it's cool. Again, it's not some of the best music from the Zelda series, but it's a good dungeon. The boss is cool. I think that's my favorite part. Chasing him around the ring is really cool as you're like just like racing after him as Goron Link. Like that's really cool. That's a very original style boss. So, but I'll still say it's good. I would say it's probably under Shadow. And the actual dungeon part is better than Ganon's, but like the boss and stuff in Ganon, it's like it's so good. It's gonna be great. Um, unless you, I don't know, this I might miss down later, but I'll decide that. I'm not sure yet. But Great Bay Temple is next. Now, this is another dungeon I people like don't like. For me, it's like top tier. Like this is in my top three in the first two games. Like, dude, I might even put it above the Water Temple. I love Great Bay Temple. It's like, okay, now Great Bay Temple. The whole point, you follow the pumps, you turn them on, and then you can slowly raise access in the first room by turning those big pumps on, and then you follow the pump throughout the thing, turn it on, move through, turn it on. I think I love that idea. I love swimming as Zora Link, not Zora, One Piece, Zora Link. I think that's really fun, and I think all the puzzles are like really, really cool. I don't know if everyone agrees. Like, using the ice arrows is so fun though. I love the ice arrows in this game because all the time they do nothing. In Grab a Temple, they have so much use. You can do all this really cool stuff with it. I really love that. And I get Ocarina of Time, it's because it's an optional item, so they couldn't really make you have any proper uses for it. But with Majora's, they turn it into a proper item and have a lot of really cool uses for it. So I love that. I love the collecting the stray fairies in the dungeon. I think it's really fun swimming around, getting all the fairies. Zora Link is awesome, of course. The boss in Gravity Temple, I don't know, it's just okay. These water dungeons don't really have good bosses, but I love this dungeon. The music is great, the atmosphere is great. I love the turtle that brings you over there. That's awesome. But other than that, I think it doesn't really do anything that I find to be a problem. And a lot of people find it confusing and don't like. But I think you follow the pumps. You got a central room where you're spinning really fast. You go through, follow each pump. I always really enjoy Great Bay Temple. I don't think there's anything that really wrong with Great Bay, like some people say. I mean, you fight the mini boss again with the frog, and you fight that other like really big one, with like I don't know. I think Gravity Temple's cool. I love it. It's one of my favorite dungeons. I don't know where it is around these. Like maybe it's not my favorite out of these three. I don't even know. I do love Gravity Temple. I love everything about this dungeon. I haven't played it in a little while. I got to replay this game. I've played Majora's Mask to death, but it's my favorite game ever. I haven't played it yet in like it's probably like over a year since I've played much Majora's Mask for little bits and pieces. So I'll play this again soon. But Great Bay Temple, dude, I love this dungeon. It's not that confusing. Follow the pumps. It's a great dungeon. Now, Stone Tower Temple. This is my favorite Zelda dungeon of all time. I love Stone Tower Temple so much. Now this dungeon is so good. You do it and then you do it all again upside down. The music is amazing. One of the best video game pieces I've ever heard. It's so good. The puzzles are awesome. The light arrows are cool. The mini bosses are great. Both mini bosses are great. You've got the what are they called? Like the Akana warriors, like the purple dudes. They're awesome. You got like the Reaper. Like it is so sick. Like this dungeon, atmosphere, music, 10 out of 10. Dungeon design, 10 out of 10. You use all three transformation masks. You get the Giant's mask. Music is so good. The boss is so cool in the original. And then 3DS version is really cool too. You can start punching them and smashing them. But the original, you just kind of snipe them and using the sword. Like that's really cool. Just using the Giant's mask is awesome. And a lot of people don't like that boss, and I get the why. But I think using the Giant's mask is so fun. So it's like the only place in the game you can actually use the mask is in that arena. And yeah, this dungeon is so good. I love playing it. I think the stray fairies are awesome. Collecting those like locations in this dungeon is cool too. I think every dungeon has good stray fairy locations to be honest. And then you got the great fairy sword after. So Stone Tower Temple, so good. I don't have any flaws for Stone Tower Temple. I love this dungeon. So that is Majora's Mask. So as you can see, I like the the hated dungeons the most. I mean, I so Temple and Forest I liked, but Water and Great Bay, yeah, people don't really like these water dungeons. But man, anyway, Wind Waker is next. Dragon Roost Island. Where am I putting Dragon Roost Island? Dragon Roost Island. I'm thinking great. I'm thinking great. It does really a lot of really cool stuff. But again, first dungeon pretty simple. The grappling hook is a really cool item. I think that's what it's called, the grappling hook, and you use that like in the entire game afterwards, which is the best part about a lot of Wind Waker is you use the items later on. So Dragon Rouge Island's an awesome dungeon. I love the atmosphere. It's cool. The music, there's not much going on there, but you're in the volcano. I think that's pretty cool. Volvagia, not Volvagia. That's Ocarina of Time. Valoo is just awesome when he's swinging his tail on the boss fight. I think that's really funny. And the story around this dungeon is really, really cool. So I think it's great. There's nothing, doesn't do anything too special. Flaws, it doesn't really have many flaws. Like, again, it's just pretty basic. Like, it's kind of it. So Forbidden Woods kind of falls upon the same as Dragon Rouge Island. Like, it's good, but it doesn't really do anything too special. The spike like area, it's like similar to the fire temple, the fire room, like the fire walls and stuff. That bit is kind of annoying when you're trying to like traverse through that. Um, but I don't think it's really too bad. It's really cool. The arm you get like it's almost like the paraglider for Breath of the Wild, and then you can obviously use it to like blow the wind and stuff. I think that's really cool. Makar is a great character. When you rescue him at the end, is cute, and obviously you get a bit more to do with him later on. But I think it's a really good dungeon. The boss is kind of cool. Reminds me of the boss from Jabba Jabba's Belly, um, but obviously with a kind of different theme. And music's cool in this one. Yeah, again, nothing too special. Atmosphere's cool, but I'd say it's about a great. Tower of Gods. I mean, these Wind Waker dungeons, they're all kind of like consistently like on this like great level. I wouldn't put them amazing. I'd say great. I'd say it's great. I think it's really cool. I like Stone Tower Temple. I like using the song. You learn the song to control like the statues. That's really cool. You get the bow and arrow in this dungeon. That's really cool. I think the boss is cool with the hands. You use the bow and arrow well. It's got a lot of cool story aspects. But it's not anything too crazy again, Tower of Gods. But I'll put it about a great. Second Fortress now. Are we counting both times we go to this? I'd say it's good. I don't know, it's kind of like a stealth mission, like Legend of Zelda, Hideo Kojima. It's cool though. I like it. It's not anything too crazy, but I don't dislike. I know a lot of people dislike Forsaken Fortress, but I don't think it's that bad. So far, I've got these three dungeons that are okay, which they're not bad. They're just like the Charlie dungeons are just okay. Like they don't do anything too special. But I feel bad having all these down here, but trust me, I'm sure there's going to be some bad dungeons. But looking at these dungeons, there's not too many bad dungeons. I feel like all the dungeons are pretty good. Like, yeah, people say water temple, but dude, I love the water temple. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but Forsaken Fortress again, it's nothing too crazy. It's just kind of stealth. Take out some enemies. The mini boss in the second time is cool, where you fight Phantom Ganon. That's really fun. When you finally rescue Errol the second time is great, and you get the guy cutscene after. But it's probably about a good Earth Temple. No, Earth Temple's cool. I think it's another great. Like it's definitely better than these dungeons. It's like right there with Shadow Temple. Like I really enjoy it. Like using the mirror shield's fun. It does. I do get a bit tired of Earth at the end, but it's probably about yeah. It's probably about a great. I said it's great. Wind Temple. Boss. Sorry, what's the boss for it? Oh no, it's the ghost. Yeah, no, I hate that. That boss is not fun. But Medley is really fun to fly as. So I give it that. Wind Temple. Now, Wind Temple is our first amazing for Wind Waker. I think the boss is amazing. You know, the music is so good too. When it goes to the boss, and like the sandpit. What's it got? Moljera. Yeah, that's it. He's an awesome boss. And I just love the music, the atmosphere. Playing as Makar is awesome. The puzzles are great. Involving all the wind stuff is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of the Wind Temple. I don't really have any flaws for it. Like, it's not like, there's not peak, but I think it's amazing. I think it's really, really good. There's nothing, I never really get tired of the Wind Temple when I play it. I don't really know what the consensus on the Wind Waker dungeons are. I'm probably going to have to go look at it after this video, see what everyone else thinks. But that's probably what I'd play it. I haven't played Wind Waker in a few years, so maybe I have to replay it. But man, I really enjoy all those dungeons. As I said, I don't think any of them are like if you count for Second Fortress, all of them are kind of like above average, like great. But I would say I'd say amazing for Wind Temple. I really love that boss. That dungeon. Sorry, I was thinking about Majora because I love that boss. That music is so good. Ganon's Castle. Oh, this is when you play like it's like a boss rush, doesn't isn't it? Yeah. Uh, it's good, I guess. Then cast the boss at the end. I guess put it right with Ganon's Tower. It's the same thing. You play a bit of the dungeons, except the bosses this time, and then you like it's cool bosses. Like it's the same thing pretty much, except you're finding bosses for the other dungeons. Like it's cool, but it's it's not that special apart from the ending, but you're counting everything in that, so the bosses. So I'll put it right there. It's definitely. Oh, is it better than Dragon Roost Island? No, I'm putting Dragon Roost up here. And Forbidden Woods and Tower of Gods. These are all going above. And Tower of Gods is above these. Sorry, I got to order these a bit better. I'd probably say that. I think each dungeon gets a bit better. For I mean, these you could probably no. No, I'd say Earth's there and Shadow's there. I like that. All right, that's Wind Waker done. Twilight Princess. Now, dude, I love all these dungeons as well. I don't think Twilight Princess has any bad dungeons. Uh, yeah, even like some of these. We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Forest Temple. Now, probably my favorite first dungeon so far. I'm putting amazing. Collecting the monkeys is great. The mini boss is great. The final boss is like just okay, but I think it's pretty fun still. I love the music, the atmosphere. It's a great way to train you into dungeons for this game and not have it to be too simple. I think it's the perfect length. Yeah, dude, I love Twilight Princess. This game slaps, so I think amazing. Goron Mines. Now, dude, I hate these iron boots way more than Ocarina of Time, which is a hot take because it's an item, but you move so slowly when you're going like upside down on the crystals. Like, I don't know, Goron Mines is, it's honestly like, uh, it's probably a good. I almost want to add another tier. Like, I almost feel like some of these are on like a different tier to like some of these. But then, no, yeah, yeah, I like this. I'd say it's good though. It's a good dungeon. Like, it doesn't really do much wrong. I'm trying to think what the boss is in Goron Mines. I can't remember where the boss is in Goron Mines. Oh, no, I do. It's like the giant Goron dude. And he's like really slow. Yeah. That's alright. Yeah, I like it. I like Goron Mines. I don't think it really does anything special. Like, as I said, the iron boots are really, really slow. But I like kind of those outside area bits where all the problems are, and you're like, yeah, I like those sections of the game. I think it's good. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a very forgetful dungeon, the Goron Mines. It kind of just like melts into my brain with Fire, Sanctuary, Earth Temple. Maybe like more Earth Temple. Like, it's very similar, but it's cool. As I said, it doesn't really do anything too special. I'd probably put it above Forsaken Fortress. Actually, it's okay. Forsaken Fortress. I'm putting it okay for context. Um, but Goron Mines is, I would say, it's a good dungeon. I like Bed Temple, dude. I love this dungeon. The Water Temple. People find it too confusing. I mean, the staircase. That bit is a little bit too confusing. I get, I get that's pretty confusing, but dude, I love Lake Bed Temple. I always have a great time getting on Lake Bed. I think the boss is cool. At the end dungeon where you're swimming underwater, like that's really fun. Fighting him underwater is cool. Uh, I love the atmosphere for this dungeon. The music's cool. I don't really have any problems with Lake Bear Temple. I think it's a great dungeon. As I said, the staircase can get a little confusing, and I guess the dungeon can feel a little bit tedious as it goes on. But I think it is a really, really good dungeon. And would I rather play Lake Bed over some of these Wind Waker dungeons? To be honest, yeah, I think I would. But it's probably under Shadow or like, yeah, I would say it is. You know what? I feel like I should move these to good. Top are good, like for the final bosses and everything. Because I feel like these are all standalone, like great dungeons. Yeah, I'll put Lake Bed in great. Arbiter's Grounds, dude, this dungeon slaps. That's amazing dungeon. I'll put it top of amazing, dude. This boss is, this dungeon is sick. The boss is cool. The item is sick. Like, dude, I love Arbiter's Grounds. I think this is one of my favorite Zelda dungeons. Now, I'll probably put it. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think if it's peak. I don't know if it's peak. It is up there though, dude. These Twilight Princess dungeons slap. That's what I'm gonna say. But Arbiter's Ground, it's really fun. I love the atmosphere, the ghost stuff. I can't remember how the music goes. It's not anything too crazy, but I feel like the Twilight Princess dungeons, the music isn't insane really. But The some of them is actually, but Upper's Ground's cool. I love the item as I said. The boss is great. Collecting the Poe, like it's like the Forest Temple. It's kind of a callback to the Ocarina of Time Forest Temple, and I really enjoy that aspect. And I love the lore surrounding Ganon at the end, and it's got the mirror to the Twilight Realm. I really like Arbiter's Grounds. I think it's an amazing dungeon. One of the best Zelda dungeons to play. Definitely up there with some of these best dungeons. But I'll say, look now that I'm probably thinking about it, Forest Temple Twilight Princess is probably in good tier. Like top of it though, top of it. And then yeah, I like that. I like that. Snow Peak Ruins, dude. This is such a unique. I'd probably put this above Arbiter's Ground. It's such a unique design. Like the ball and chain, like that is awesome. Like same as like I forget what it's called. Like the item where like you like skating almost. Like it's a Beyblade, bro. It's literally Beyblade. Like the ball and chain is another unique item. Unique setting. You're in the snow, but you're in this mansion, and it's probably got connections to the Hylian Pass with like the photos on the wall. Actually, Zeltic has a really good video on that. You should go watch Zeltic's video. That's a really good video. But dude, the boss is cool. Like a bit of a plot twist at the end there. You get the mirror shard, but such a great atmosphere in the mansion, and you can go get soup anytime you want. You're slowly trying out different areas of the mansion. Now it's the wrong way. Go back, get a new one. You actually found a pumpkin or something like that. I really enjoy Snow Peak Ruins. The mini boss is cool too, where you fight him with the to get the ball and chain. I think it's really cool. So I put Snow Peak Ruins in amazing. I love this dungeon. It's such a unique idea for a dungeon, and to get there when you're snowboarding down like 1080 style, dude, peak. Temple of Time. Oh, where's Temple of Time going? Temple of Time. You know what? Temple of Time probably. It's pretty great. I would say with these, probably like the bottom of this though. It's really cool. Finally getting a dungeon in a Temple of Time is awesome. Like I know we want it, and like how you like go up the stairs and you find it back behind the glass. Like if they do this in the Ocarina of Time remake, is that where the dungeon's gonna be? Like, are they gonna do it be like similar to Twilight Princess? How like you unlock the stairs to go up? Like, are they gonna do that? Like, I think that's awesome. The whole setting, and you go back to the past. All that stuff is amazing. The actual puzzles and the boss is where it falls down. The puzzles are just kind of not that fun. You know, like the laser room and stuff. And then, do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of not like puzzle, just like the vibe of it reminds me of Devil May Cry 4, where you go, I forget what it's called, but where you go after you fight Kratos, and it's like halfway through the game, just before you fight the Savior for the first time and switch to Dante. That whole area from DMC4 reminds me of the Temple of Time Twilight Princess. It's like the vibe of it, but the actual puzzles are just okay, and the spider boss is also just okay. Like it's kind of forgetful. I kind of forget what you do in this dungeon, but the actual like the vibe, the music, everything else surrounding it, like the items cool with like you control the statues and stuff. I think that's cool, but yeah, I suppose like that stuff's not too special, so it's probably great with these. Like maybe it's above Dragon Roost and Forbidden Woods, but it's very similar to Tower Gods. Like the actual design of it is quite similar, I'd say. Uh, City, City in the Sky, dude. This dungeon, I couldn't really I couldn't remember City of the Sky, City in the Sky, but City in the Sky now. Now this reminds me of Okamura's Palace from Persona 5 because it's very long and the music is like it can be kind of grating, not in a kind of a different way. It's kind of like creepy for City of the Sky, but I actually love this dungeon. Honestly, this is one of my favorite dungeons in the series. Like it's up here with these three. Like I love the puzzles. I love the boss at the ending as the dragon. I love the creepy music. It's kind of a different way. Like it reminds me of Okamura, but in a different way. Where it's instead of it being like intense because it's grating, it's like intense because it's kind of creepy and it's kind of like, it's such a weird vibe. Like, and it's like super long, but not in the Okamura way of too long. When I think it's a little bit different. But I mean, I'll talk about Okamura's Palace and my opinions on that in a different video. But as far as City in the Sky goes, I love this dungeon. I love the boss. I love the design. Using the double claw shot is so fun. It's like one of the best parts of this dungeon where you're like floating and use a double claw shot. Ah, dude, yeah, City in the Sky, man. What a good dungeon. Now, I feel like I don't remember if people hate this dungeon or not, but dude, I love City in the Sky. I passed Twilight now. Okay, this is the same as like Temple of Time. It's like really cool vibe, puzzles, boss. The boss is cool. Zant, that's actually a really good boss. That bumps it up a little bit. But yeah, the actual puzzles, man, there's not much there to really cling on to, but the vibe is amazing. So 10 out of 10 for vibes, and the boss is awesome against Zant, but man, the puzzles and stuff just kind of falls flat for me with Path of Twilight. It's kind of forgetful, but yeah, as I said, being in the Twilight realm is awesome, and the boss is great. Hyrule Castle Twilight Princess. Now, I feel like this is a little bit shorter, but dude, it's amazing. Like, it's so good. I love this dungeon. Like, man, like Hyrule Castle, the vibe is like peak. I love the puzzles. Obviously, you got the boss fights, using all the items. This is the best Hyrule Castle to date. 100% it is. Ah, dude, it's so good. I'm a massive fan of Twilight Princess Hyrule Castle. Just the music is so kind of like eerie and like, oh, it's so good. This dungeon, man, and I love all the fights. Ah, yeah, Hyrule Castle is sick. I'm a big fan of Hyrule Castle. Like, clinging on the chandeliers, yeah, amazing dungeon. All right, well, that's Twilight Princess done. We're kind of smashing through this tier list a little bit, but I kind of don't really want to drone on about some of the dungeons because these are pretty old. I just kind of want to give you my rankings and I have a little quick chat about it. But Skyview Temple. Oh, Skyview Temple. Man. Where am I putting Skyview Temple? It's probably like above Dragon Roost, but like the vibe's cool, the music's cool, but the puzzles, it's kind of pretty basic. It's not anything too crazy. Like, I don't know, it's cool. It's a cool dungeon. Again, it's kind of forgetful, right? Like, I don't know, like, it's a good dungeon. Like, boss is cool, but nothing too crazy. Same with Earth Temple. Like, they're good dungeons. Like, um, sorry, I want to talk about Girahim. Yeah, Girahim is really cool. That's like the best part about this dungeon. But as I said, it's not too interesting puzzle wise, but it is a really cool vibe wise. But I think it's great. But Earth Temple, yeah, it's probably a little worse than Dragon Roost. I don't know. The puzzles are kind of just okay, and the bosses, I don't know. We run through them like it's not bad, but like it's not amazing either. I don't know. It's great. It's a great dungeon, but it's not. It's nothing too special. Uh, no, it's probably down here. Now I think like Dragon Roost is probably also on this same level. It's kind of even out of it. This very fat list here. I'd probably put these together. They're very kind of blend in, as this is the very similar dungeon spot. Lanayru mining facility. Dude, this dungeon, like, I don't know. Like, this is like the one of the most tedious dungeons for me. I don't know why, but something about this dungeon, like thinking about it, feels like a bit of a pain 'cause how long it is. But it's well designed. Like, it's not like it's not a good design. I think it's a really good dungeon. But I don't know. I probably would put it in great, like design wise. I'd probably put it like there. But this feels like to me, it just feels like it's tedious to play. I can't remember if it is. I gotta play Skyward Sword. I've actually only played Skyward Sword. I've played it twice, I think. Like, out of all the Zelda games, I've played it the least. Because I played it on the Wii when I was little for a little bit. I got up to like I got up to Lanayru Mining City on the Wii, and then I like had to give it to a friend. So I kind of only played this game on the full, like on the Switch. Um, so I've only played it like twice. But I would say great for Lanayru Mining City. Ancient System, dude. This dungeon is so good. Like, man, bro. Oh, it's so beautiful. Like, man. Oh, I'm just remembering this dungeon. I'm trying to think if I should have put some of these in S tier. I don't know, eh? I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move Great Bay because honestly, I prefer for these above Great Bay Temple now. I'm just thinking about it, and then I put Ancient System like there because I don't think it's on the same level as these. It's not better than Snow Peak. It's kind of like I'd say it's on the same level as Arbiter's Grounds, but it's such a beautiful dungeon. The boss is like it's tricky. It's really cool though. I remember really enjoying it when I played it last couple of times, and I actually played this game with my mum recently because she's played all the Zelda games, and I kind of played it with her, and I remember having to like have a go at the boss for her 'cause she was just like not enjoying it. She was like struggling, but I like this boss. The dungeon, yeah, the item's cool. Like you don't really use it that much from me after this dungeon, but I don't know. I love the vibe. I love when you go under. It's like the underworld version of it, and you're like climbing up the rope. Yeah, I really enjoy this dungeon. I think Ancient System is awesome. I love the vibe. I love the music. Such a beautiful dungeon. Sandship. Now, dude, holy moly. I think that's another pick. Sandship is so good. You like bring in the time back, and it's on a ship. Like the mid boss is so good with the captain, and I honestly like the octopus boss. Like I know it's funny, the design is kind of like the design's probably the worst part, but I don't mind that boss as a whole. Like, dude, Sandship is such a unique dungeon. Like you're on the ship, like dude, it is so cool. And maybe it's just 'cause I'm a massive One Piece fan and Pirates of the Caribbean fan, but I love Sandship, and it's one of the most memorable dungeons for me. So Sandship, I'm putting in peak. Fire Sanctuary. Fire Sanctuary, it's a great dungeon. The Girahim fight is really cool, but again, the actual puzzles, it just kind of blends into me. It's like similar to Earth Temple. Now, it is a lot better, Fire Sanctuary, but I don't think it's that memorable. And for that, I'm putting it in great. I think it's the top of great, I think, but I don't know. Skykeep. Yeah, I remember this. Eh. This is like Wood Temple time, and like past Twilight. I think it's alright. Like, the Triforce piece, right? It's that one. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool for the final dungeon in these games. It's like not that interesting. It's not that memorable. I put it in great though. But yeah, there we have it. There's all the 3D Zelda dungeons ranked. Now, obviously we have these, um, but they're all gonna be like down here and okay and bad, and that's just gonna look bad, and you don't want to see me rank that. But again, if you want me to rank these next dungeons, I can. Maybe Final Trial will be a bit higher, but uh, I'm just putting that there. I just want that to be in bad. I'm not even ranking these, but that just needs to be in bad. But yeah, man, that's my ranking of these dungeons. Now, I feel like this could change on like replays, but at the moment, that's what my thoughts are. Again, some of these like higher ones here and like lower ones could kind of blend in. Like these could maybe go up to peak, but I kind of want to leave peak at 4 or 5, and I don't know what to choose out of some of these to put in a. You know what? So just go unique is. Let's do that. That's a good top 5. I think. I don't know if it's top 5 though. No, I'm gonna leave it in amazing. I'm gonna leave it in amazing, but I'm pretty happy with this. This is where my head's at right now. I might redo this video later, and it might be completely different, but Stone Tower Temple is always my favorite, and Pro Water Temple will always be up there as well. But that's my ranking of the Zelda dungeons, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.